Here it is. Finally TV. Your host Gabriel, voice of the valley. Let's go! Tune in, subscribe, YouTube, let's get it.
Finally TV, here we are, party people, back in the mix one more time. You know who it is, your boy Gabriel, coming to you from Beacon, New York, on the one and only voice of the valley. I'm in the mix, voice of the valley, one time. Sorry I've been gone so long, party people, but I'm here with a goodie. I got my man, Lee Double O in the building. Say what's up, sir.
Hey, what's geeking, tweaking, man? You know the woo way, the only way, diamond shine bright way. If you don't know now, you know. Ow.
You see, I liked his little rhyme thing to set it off better than mine. But that's okay. We're going to talk about it. Welcome to the show, sir.
How you doing, G?
Yeah, it's been good.
You already know, man.
You know, it's supposed to be a minute that you were supposed to come on the show. We met last year, I think, in Middletown.
Yeah,
right? That's what's up. You run with Wavy Wild Boy.
Mm-hmm.
He's an alumni of the Voice of the Valley show.
No, really though. That's my brother right there. He turned up.
Yeah, man.
Left and right.
About to get Spartacus on the show too. So I don't know if you know Spartacus.
I did a song with Spartacus.
Yeah.
He was one of my first features. No funny.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's one of my first features. He had me on a song called Quick Check.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
It was funny. It's very funny how we did that.
Yeah. Spartacus coming on the show, but we're gonna talk about Lee Double O today.
Talk about him.
Yeah, man. You know, so we're gonna talk to the people. We're gonna introduce you to the audience, get you a little bit more exposure, tell people your story a little bit, let them latch on. Does that feel good to you?
Yeah, let's get it. You all ready?
Let's get into it. First thing I always ask is, you know, where were you born and how'd you end up in the Hudson Valley?
Man, I was born in Newburgh, New York.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
New the city.
You know what I mean? How I got here, you know what I mean? I was born here.
Okay. St. Luke's?
St. Luke's.
Okay.
No, really though.
There you go.
Yeah, room 619. No funny shit. Room 619.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So you're a long time, you know, lifelong Hudson Valley resident. I'm feeling it. I'm pretty close to that. I came up here when I was about 4. So, you know, been in Beacon for a minute now. But doing this whole Finally TV thing, I keep bumping into people that have been doing that thing for a minute in the area. And I'm like, well, I ain't heard about you until XYZ, you know? So that's why, you know, Finally TV is here. So we give light to people like you that's doing their thing, that's from the area. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. So we got to talk about why you're here, though. What brings you, why do I got Lee Double O on my show today?
Well, you got Lee Double O here because I ain't going to sit in front. Lee Double O seen you at a show, and Lee Double O was like, yo, bro, I got to get on here. He's like, when did you hear about this? He's like, Wavy actually pointed me out to you.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got to get on there.
That's what's up. So what are you doing? You said you had a feature with Spartacus. You rapping? What you doing?
Right now I'm doing music, as you know. You know, I'm rapping. You know what I mean? I got a mixtape coming out soon.
Okay.
After that, like, couple of shows and videos.
Got you.
That's it.
Right off the bat, though, look into that camera. Let the party people know exactly, you know, where they can find you and follow you on Instagram.
You can find me on Instagram at Lee Double O, LeeDoublo. You know what I mean? You know the rest, man.
All right. There it is. So make sure you go ahead and follow that man. If you're not following TV already,
you better follow them, too. We're going to have a problem.
Man, listen. All right. So you say you're doing music.
Yeah.
You know, when did you realize music was your passion?
I realized music was my passion when I was like 12. I was 12 years old.
Okay.
I seen the movie No Funny Junk. Like, I don't know if I can curse on this show, but I seen this movie called 8 Mile with Eminem.
Yeah.
And he was freestyling at a point, and you know what I mean, he was just saying like sometimes just words, but the way he said it, you know what I mean, with expression, and it make people laugh like, oh, this is funny, but it's serious though. He's dead serious, like.
Right.
So that's when I started being like serious, more serious. But I was like, you know what? I can do this. Like, just seeing other people's struggles and then, like, realizing, like, dang, I'm going through the same thing. Like, I could do the same thing. Like, never give up on your dream, feel me? Just keep hoping. That's all you got to keep doing.
Yeah, man, that's what's up. That was a great movie. What I liked best about that movie is he kind of gave you a little insight to how he writes, right? When he's sitting on the bus.
Yeah,
and he's
going through it.
And he's got the beat, and he's got like these little phrases he wants to say, and he's trying to figure out, like, how to fit them together. That's real insight to how his mind works, you know, because you know how you write, you know what I mean? If it's similar to that, then God bless you, but it's probably not similar to that. It's probably different. Everybody got a different way, you know what I mean? And to see his way and him having that stature that he has as being one of the best ever, you know what I mean? It was really cool to see like, oh, that's how he does that. So, you know what I mean? So like, you know, him coming up with a phrase in his head and then building the bars around that phrase is how he does it. He don't write a bar and then go, oh, this part was hot. He don't do that.
Nah, the way he do it, he writes the bar first. And then after you write the bar first, then you gotta, this is what we like to call homework. Like you could say something fire, like you'll be like, something, Chai the flocker, son, soccer bopper. Hold on.
Right.
Homework. What's a soccer bopper?
Right.
What's this? How did it lead up to it? All right, bet.
Right.
Now we about to start from point A to get to point B. You feel me? To get back to the soccer bopper.
Yes.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill this part out to get to that soccer bopper. But we're gonna make it more fire. It's like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's why
F my mind up.
Yep. No, I thought that was dope about that movie. So I get it though. I get it. So you mentioned you was around 12 or so. How long have you been pursuing music, you know, like professionally? Like I want to record, I want to do shows. Like how long has that been going on?
I got started when I was 16.
Okay.
I was in like 9th grade. At the time, I met this music group called, what the hell, No Mercy Squad.
Okay.
And they were out in Rockland. That's when I did my first radio interview, was in Rockland.
Okay.
Rockland County.
Yep.
Dang, it's a lot of history behind it. That's why I'm like, it's a lot of history. I don't want to say the wrong things, you feel me? Yeah. But anywho, long story short, when I connected with them, they gave me studio time, you know what I mean? They gave me like little props and stuff. They gave you
a little taste of it.
Yeah, a little taste of it. Then after I got a taste of it, I was like, all right, bet. I can do this. I'm going to flex this.
Right.
I'm going to make this like this is no tomorrow. Like this is my main goal. Yeah. If anything else comes in my way, I don't see it. I blow it away like the big bad wolf. Get up out of here. Another house. Yeah. You feel me? Yeah. Just like that.
Got you. I feel it. I like it. So have you been doing shows and stuff? I know you have, but tell the party people like you've been.
Yeah, I've been doing shows. I've been doing shows left and right. I got another show next week at the FDF.
Okay.
And what was that? West Street in Manhattan.
Okay.
Nah, I'm lying. It's in Queens.
Okay.
Is it in Manhattan or Queens?
So you haven't been just performing locally. You trying to expand a little bit. Get out there.
What?
Yeah.
I went out to Florida. We haven't even got into this like interview. Like I've been doing shows for like a minute, bro.
Yeah.
Like even when I went out to Florida, I moved out to Florida when I was 18. That's around when music got serious. I moved out there. And I've been out there for over like 5 years, just doing a whole bunch of shows, meeting a bunch of booking companies, sitting down with different labels, seeing 360 deals and saying, hey, you can shove that up your ass. I don't need it. I'm gonna keep doing what I do. Like I just been in like different positions.
Okay.
And it's just a matter of time to that one. Here you go.
Yeah.
Oh, this is everything I like to see. All right. No strings attached. All right.
Yeah. It's a great point that you bring up, though, and you know, message for all the artists out there watching this is that you know, while we do want to champion the 845, you know what I'm saying, and we want to be the ones to stand up at the end of the day like a party and have that real global spotlight on us and be like, oh, but hold up, I'm from the 845. You know what I'm saying? So like, just so they know, I want that in the worst way, you know, but to get that, you got to do what you're doing. You got to go to different locales and put in that work. You know what I mean? Do different performances. Figure out what works, what doesn't work. You know, like if you see a crowd and you see it's leaning one way, then you know maybe I shouldn't do this song because you know that the last time you did a song with those people in the mix, they wasn't feeling it. You know what I mean? So like those experiences are invaluable. You know what I mean? And I try to preach that to all the artists out here that, yo, it's really dope. You definitely got to get the 845 popping. You definitely want to create a buzz here. But you can do that by stepping out of town, believe it or not. You know what I mean?
Because the world is very big, honey.
Yeah, man.
That's what I try to tell them. The world is very big. You know, there's not going to be one little location. You know, you can't be the captain that, you know, there's a lot of land out there. You know, there's a lot of sea out there.
There is. And I guess my point is just saying to get those experiences outside of your area will actually make you stronger in your area. You know what I mean? And we say it all the time, right? Your next door neighbors, they're not even going to be the ones that buy your album, even though they've known you forever, they know you rap, they've been in cypher with it, but they ain't going to buy it. Just because that's just how people are. If they know you, they ain't going to buy it.
That's true.
It's the people in Ohio and in Florida and Idaho that's going to be like, yo, Lee Double O is dope, I'm buying it. You
Never seen him before.
Right.
Never seen him before.
You know what I mean? But when that happens, truth be told, the 845 people will be like, oh, I know him. You know?
Yo, that happens.
You know?
I'm telling you, my inbox is loaded of that. Like, yo, you forgot about it.
Right.
Yo,
So
I hate you.
That already.
Yeah.
Already.
I always
so,
see that.
You know, so Gabe knows what he's talking about. All right. So we've talked a little bit about your progression with this whole thing, you know, being in the studio, doing shows abroad, you know, doing shows in 845.
I'm the only one that got naked at the Chance Theater.
Yeah.
PNB Rock, 2017. Never forget it.
Right.
December 1st.
Tell the quick story about that. You can't say that and then not tell the story, son. You got to tell that story.
So I finally came back. You know what I mean? It's been a minute since I've been up here. You know what I mean? I arrived back in 2017. It's like a welcome home party at the Chance Theater. It was PNB Rock. He was opening up, and I was doing a show too at the same time. So boom, I came out. He came out after me, but I came out. I did my thing. But the whole thing about it is, your first impression is your best impression. And at the end of the day, when I was in this city, I left a legacy. And when I came back, it was like, oh my God, it's like seeing it all over again. So what did I do? I turned up the crowd. I jumped in the crowd. And then it was one of my favorite songs called Nike Jesus. I didn't even drop it yet because I only feel like people can only see and hear that song when I perform, because there's certain songs out there and there's certain tempos of people momentum, you know what I mean? Because people have short, you know what I mean, short
attention span.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? They get stuck. So with that being said, that song is the song where I get naked at a certain part, and it's like, oh my God, and then I jump more in the crowd.
Wait,
crowd,
so you
sir.
butt naked?
I wasn't butt naked.
Okay.
We can't say butt naked, but I was in my drawers though.
Okay.
You
I
understand
was
me?
gonna say, nobody wants to get nuts all over and jump
I was
in
in my.
the crowd.
You know, only reason why I get naked at my shows, it shows dominant. You know what I mean? No funny jump.
It shows confidence.
It shows confident, dominant, and you know this is my home. So that's like going home and taking your shoes off.
Okay, there you go. I like it. I can dig it, man. Y'all can learn a lot from Lee Double O.
No,
man.
really though.
Let me tell you, man.
Write that down.
So you talked a lot about, you know, being inspired by music early, loving it enough to want to do it in different states and do shows and record and have songs that you just want to perform. You don't even want to really put them out. Like, where's the inspiration coming from?
Actually, the inspiration comes from old people. You know what I mean? Little Richie. That's crazy. You know, Little Richie was the first one to get naked on stage.
Really?
I did my history. Like, then Iggy Pop did it. If you know what Iggy Pop is, I love Iggy Pop. Blue Oyster. My Jesus, Jimi Hendrix. Michael Jackson. Now let's go into today.
Yeah, who's making you right today?
Today, who's making me right?
Yeah.
I don't want to say this, but
You going to though?
I'm going to, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'd be like, it's just me, you know what I mean? It's just, I drive myself, I sit down and listen to my music and I drive myself. But no, there's always somebody else. I'm not going to sit and hold you. It's a guy named Trippie Redd.
Oh, okay.
I don't care what nobody says. Trippie Redd is awesome, bro. I don't care what nobody says.
His vibe.
I feel his vibe. That's like somebody coming in here and saying, oh, I like Little Uzi. Or I like Playboy Cardi. You know what I mean? They don't say nothing.
Right.
But anywho, Trippie Redd, Little P, RP Lil P, RP XX, Ski Master Slump God. Everybody wants me to say Famous Dex, but I'm not.
Lil Nas X.
Everybody wants me to say Little Nas X and all that because I do weird things, but no, honey, you got me mistaken.
Right. Well, you were the girl, so you know. You're not Lil Nas X.
You know what I mean? No, really though, huh? No, really though, huh? Know what I mean? But yeah, that's it.
All right, so I can dig it, man. And you know, as far as, you know, people who inspire you and what makes you move forward.
I don't mean to cut you off, but this is gonna blow your mind. It's gonna blow everybody's mind. Is looking. Another inspiration is 6ix9ine.
Okay.
Why did I say 6ix9ine?
Tell me.
Not because of.
Why are you yelling at me?
Because I love 6ix9ine. I don't care what nobody says. I love 6ix9ine. His marketing skills are amazing. Nobody did what he did.
That's a fact.
But,
That's a fact.
all right. So 6ix9ine. The reason why I say 6ix9ine is because of his marketing skills, and on top of that, his trolling skills. There's nobody that did the internet thing like he did.
That's a fact.
And at the same time, when it comes to marketing skill, he had every one of his songs in the same type of like site.
Yeah.
Same site. So it was like, okay.
I mean, at one point he had like 5-6 songs on the charts. He didn't even have an album out.
Bro. He did that all with some social media. He got signed to some underground label. Then after that, it just blew up. It just blew up after that. And he had Lance as what was Lance to him? Lance was his lawyer. He had Lance in his corner, and Lance was getting a lot of people plats. If I don't know if anybody's familiar with who Lance is. Lance is like, okay, he did stuff for Post Malone. Basically like a whole bunch of popping artists.
Got you.
You want to get
He's
technical.
the Paul Rosenberg on that side?
Yeah. He's one of them type of people.
Got you. Okay. No, but I think a lot of people got inspired off 6ix9ine, whether they're gonna say it or not. You know, I hope they don't inspire to tattoo their face like that.
Yeah, they're wild.
You know what I mean? That's
yeah,
a little wild
they're wild. Just wait till you get in the rap game and you got like 100,000 in your pocket.
You know?
That's when you can be like, okay, I want this here.
You know. So that is true though. I could see people being inspired by 6ix9ine because he did do it for. He was the hottest thing going for what, like 9 months straight. He was like the hottest thing in the world. You know what I mean? But
that energy, boy.
Wherever he's going with it now, though, you know, good luck, brother.
You got it, bro. Don't worry, man. You know what I mean?
Good news is that he's mad young, and there's always a second chance. You know what I mean?
Man, I ain't doing what he did, but marketing wise, it was beautiful.
It was. it was, and you're right with the whole trolling thing too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just that
Soulja Boy was doing it.
You know, not to that level.
Not to that level. That's a fact. Not that level.
Because he was getting crazy. Like
you gotta understand.
He got reckless.
It's a new world, though.
Yeah, you got
to understand that. It's
From
a whole new world.
Being the old guy in the room, like it was cool. Then he got reckless. He like, you know what I mean? Like, okay, I see what you're doing. Okay. Oh, 2-3 songs. Okay, and then he started. He stepped too far, and we all know where it went downhill is when he was traveling around the states and then not getting permission on the check-ins. Remember that?
I mean, that was the most beautiful part of it all, though.
Yeah, but that's how
the check-in is
right
like
there. That's where it all went downhill, though. When him not checking in got blown up, and then he came back saying, "Why do I need to check in?" You know what I mean? Like he's somebody. That's where it all went downhill for him. Because,
it did.
Because if he had respected what they wanted, right? I think he'd be in a different position right now. Because they wouldn't have been after him for his downfall like that. Because when you're not checking in, you don't realize it. But those people have influence in the industry that you're trying to pop off in.
That is true.
And if you look at what happened, he didn't check in, and where he at now. You know what I mean? So he got a little reckless. Had he kept it on track, I think he was destined for something big, though. Because me personally, I wasn't jacking him, right? But he did have some hard beats. And he did have a couple of joints where it's like, yo, I really like how that hook sounds, you know what I mean? And like, so I started paying attention myself, you know what I mean? I started knowing like his songs and stuff, you know? And yeah, he definitely captured an audience, but then he lost it. So whatever. So there's a lesson to be learned from him, you know, on the good side and the bad side. So if you can encompass everything and really put it to work for you, I think you win, you know what I mean? Speaking of that type of stuff, you're coming up. You're doing your thing. What's been some of your biggest challenges so far?
My biggest challenges, I could say like switching it up, wearing things that I don't want to wear.
Okay.
Like honestly,
like straight up wardrobe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wearing things I don't want to wear. Going places I don't want to go. I feel uncomfortable going to.
Now you saying it all in regards to doing music?
Yeah, this all revolves around music. Like there's certain times you be like, I don't feel like doing that. Well, then somebody in your circle will try to, yo, I think you should do this, da 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 da, this and that, and third, da 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 da, da, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, da 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 da.
Yeah, they got the whole plan. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I see why you want me to do it, but let me tell you why I don't want to do it.
Right. Facts.
But you know what I mean? But it's always a time that you got to swallow your pride in the music industry. You have to swallow your pride.
Yeah. Shout out to DJ Tech One. He was on social media saying that, also to be an artist, everything you're saying is true, but you got to have the thickest skin sometimes being an artist, you know what I mean? Because your craft is up for debate, right? It's all about perspective and preference and stuff, you know what I mean? So even though you might have a joint that you show 10 people and they all went, yo, that's fire, I love that right there, it's popping. Then you could show it to 20 other people and they're like, I'm checking that. I'm not checking that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to have that thick skin, knowing that, sometimes some of your stuff that you think is popping is just, it's not it. You know what I mean? So
I've been through that.
Yeah.
I've been through that.
That's the growing pains of being an artist. And if you don't understand that, you can't be an artist.
It's called criticism.
Yeah, you got to take it. And
it helps you.
And I agree with, there's ways to deliver criticism constructively versus just being a dick about it.
Like that was trash.
Yeah, and then don't tell me why. Then that's not a good critique. You know what I'm saying? You could tell me I'm trash. You could say my whole platform is trash. But you gotta tell me why.
I was about to say, you gotta tell me why I'm trash. You can't just be like, oh, he's trash. All right, Oscar the Grouch is trash. He lives in the trash.
You gotta tell me why. If you can't tell me why, then you're invalid. You got no receipts with what you're saying.
No, really
You know what I'm saying? So I feel that. Let me ask you this, because we come into a close with the very energetic. I love it. I love when people match my energy. It doesn't happen very often. Tell me, because I feel like there's something driving you, right, from the inside.
Cool. What?
Is there like a line of advice?
Well, I live on this slogan.
Okay, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for.
I live on this slogan. No matter what, you can always do it. Okay. No matter what. I always have hope and faith, like Biggie. Have hope and faith. No Biggie. Just make sure that no matter what you do, you do it for you. And sometimes there's going to be a point in your life where people be like, I don't like it. That's what drives you even more. Like, I don't care if you don't like it. Watch this. Yeah. Now I'm about to make something you like, and then Geek and Tweak in front of your face. I'm like, oh, I like that track. Yeah, I know you like it. I know you like it. Now I'm about to play the one you don't like.
Right. You might like it a little more now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nah, I feel you.
Always just have hope and faith, man. That's all I feel. I'm gonna do this regardless. Like I don't care.
You have a very positive aura with you. You know what I mean? Is that something that you grew up around, or is that something that developed over time for you personally?
Well, when I was young, my aunt always told me, you never know who's watching. You know what I mean? Even when I used to go to New York City, you know what I mean? No funny shit. Like when I used to go to New York City, I used to dress up as Michael Jackson and dance around. Nobody knows that. I used to dance around like Michael Jackson and dance around.
Okay.
Then after that, sometimes in church, there'd be times where I could sing out of nowhere. But the only thing about it is, the only way I'll get some of my talents out where people don't notice it is that my aunt would be like, oh, I promise you a Game Boy Advance. You see, this is very old. I'm talking about Game Boy Colors and stuff. So like my aunt used to tell me that, like, oh, you never know who's watching. Then, you know what I mean? Then my grandma, you know what I mean? Like she passed away, and I was like, dang, I wish my grandma could see me. You know what I mean? Do the things I'm doing now. So it's like I feel like she's watching me. I feel like my brody's watching me too. RP my brother daddy. I feel like everybody's watching me. Everybody's watching me no matter what. I can feel everybody energy no matter what. You know what I mean? I also feel like I'm dead because I walk in the spirit, never the flesh. And I'm never like, okay, this is it. I'm not doing this no more.
Right.
I hate music. No, it's like it's always a drive inside of me because this is what I'm destined to do. And I'm going to do this no matter what. I don't put my soul on the line. There's times where like I I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
There's times where people be like, "Oh, don't get naked, Lee." I'm like, I'm doing it. Like this is what the people want.
That's it.
You have to give the people what they want,
Give
bro.
them something to talk about.
Like the internet is crazy nowadays.
it
Like
is.
people will be like, "Okay, YouTube."
It is.
You go on YouTube to see the funniest, dumbest videos in the world, and they'll keep you rolling.
Yeah.
Now you see me come out on stage and get crazy and get naked. You're gonna want to pay for that. You're like, "There's no other artist doing that." You're like,
right.
I'm gonna pay for him to get
Right,
naked.
right.
No funny shit.
Right,
I'm
right.
gonna pay for that.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, Wavy had a habit of getting half naked when he
He
performed.
learned that from me.
Wavy.
Learned all that from me.
I told him once, I was like, bro, can you just keep your shirt on for this particular one? He was like, nah. Nah, I'm not going to keep my shirt on. Actually, the first time he kept his shirt on was at Jay-Z's. That was the first
It
time.
must have been cold that night.
You know? So, yeah, no, I'm digging it, and I love that. I love that about you. Do you know an artist named Eccentric Ren?
Extension.
Eccentric Ren.
Eccentric.
You don't.
I ain't gonna say. He sounds exotic. Sounds like green. He has green hair or
Check
something.
out his Voice of the Valley interview on my channel.
Okay.
You might be able to vibe with him. He's got a different aura than you. His energy is different, but he's all about
The hell is
that. He's all about that walking in the flesh and the spiritual and energy.
Well, my brother, shout out to you, my brother. We walk on water. You know the slogan, baby.
That's it.
We all walking on water. We all got that third eye and that vision, baby.
Shout out Eccentric Ren, man. He's a cool dude. And that's what Finally TV is all about, bro. Is, you know, connecting the dots, right? You know, getting everybody to get together. By the time I'm done with doing this, we're going to have the sickest network going on up here. You know what I'm saying? And people are going to want to be a part of it versus me having to go get them, you know? But it's going to happen, you know? So, and that's what I've just been doing. I've been just trying to connect the dots. So if I think, damn, it'd be cool to see that contrast with Ren and Lee on a track and see where they go with it creatively, I think that would be dope. You know what I mean? So we're going to see what we're going to do with that. But I always like to end off the interview with this one question. I think you're the perfect person to ask because you've been doing shows everywhere and everything.
No, really though.
You have to think though, okay? I want you to tell me about the first time you felt like a star.
Cha! First time I felt like a star. Bada boom, bada bang. Newburgh, New York.
Okay.
Moochie was hosting this thing at oh god, it was on Liberty Street. What's it called? I think it's called the Tavern or something.
Okay.
I forgot what it's
It
called.
don't even matter, but what happened?
But Moochie was hosting this thing, and it was like I was gonna perform. I guess I was the last to perform because I lived right down the street on Liberty Street. I lived it right down the street. Only thing I had to do was walk out, have my paparazzi with me and all that. You know what I mean? This is my first time. You know what I mean? They're in my city, so it's like, all right, bet you're in my city. I'm about to, you know what I mean? I'm about to flex this. So
Right,
boom.
right.
I always been that stand up guy. I don't give no F's. You know what I mean? I always love the spotlight.
Yeah.
But boom, I went there. I walked inside. My cousin was doing the ticket thing, and she was like, "Oh, you here to do the show? I know you want to turn up." I'm like, you know what I mean? That's one golden star. You know what I mean? I got 5 stars. When I hit them 5 stars, I go out there and go animal mode. So boom, that's one golden star. I'm like, all right, bet. My cousin feeling it, walk in, security. Oh, what up, Lee Devil? Oh, you want to turn up? That's the second star. All right, boom. 3rd star. I'm walking. You know what I mean? I walk.
Yeah.
I walk, you know what I mean? I do my, you know what I mean? I'm always a fly guy, you know what I mean? I'm always wearing some colorful, you know what I mean? Pelican fly shit, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? But I walk in, you know what I mean? Drip for sale, everybody looking. They like, Lee Double O, that's a 3rd star. Now I'm like, okay, now boom. Now I go over to the stage and I see Moochie. Moochie just staring at me doing her little thing, dancing and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah, Moochie.
yeah, shout out Moochie, man. Gangster, shout out Moochie. I ain't gonna stay in front. My first interview was with Moochie. All right, shout out to Moochie, man. But after Moochie seeing me, she's like, "All right, baby, you got your music, baby." I'm like, "Yeah, I got my music, honey. You know, I got, you know what I mean? I'm ready to geek and tweak, woo way the only way, you know what I mean? Still young doing it, you know what I mean? That's the 4th star, the 5th star. I went on stage and I did this song called Man Now in my head. I did a song called Man Now. And there was a point where the DJ was doing like, he was scratching it and he stopped. He stopped and he let me do an acapella.
Okay.
So I'm rapping, man, now, like, but people got a hand there, you put talking went, ocean went Atlantic. I'm freestyling it, and the crowd looking at me. The crowd's looking, they're stuck though.
Okay.
They're stuck.
Yeah.
They're like,
They're just watching.
yeah, they're just watching.
Yeah.
Mind you, I had like red beaming pants on, no shirt on, bandana on my head, and going like this. Like everybody just looking at stuck. All right, boom, I'm done with my verse. Everybody's chanting like, woo, da-da, hey, turn on, they double out, clapping their hands and everything. So boom, I'm leaving. All of a sudden, my cousin like, nah, you gotta come back up here and do it again. I was like, do it again. I got what? Grab the mic. I'm like, hey, I'm Lee Double O with the only way. Everybody listening. I'm like, yo, I ain't gonna sit in front. In my head, as I'm talking to the crowd, giving my story, my speech about how I came a long way and everything, they're embracing it and looking back at me. I'm like, holy crap, I'm becoming a star. I'm like, I'm becoming a voice that people are listening to. So it's like, oh my God, I'm starting a cult, it looks like. The Wu Wei cult. So anywho,
that's dope.
After that, I did my show, come outside, everybody comes up to me. Yo, what's your Instagram? Yo, what's this?
That feels
I'm
good.
like, oh my God, I never felt like this before. And I go back home, blowing it down, like, I killed that shit.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Man, I tell you, I love asking that question to everybody that comes on the show, because to watch you light up and recall that situation.
That was the best moment of my life,
I
man.
love that. And that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, because I want to see that. You know what I mean? So, man, Lee, it's been dope talking to you, man.
No, really though. You too, G Money. You already know that, man.
Yeah, man. It's been dope talking to you. Tell the people one more time, though, where they can find you on, Instagram and all that good stuff, how they can support you and all that good stuff.
You can check me out on Instagram at Lee Double O. I don't want you to spell it wrong. There's no space.
Okay.
Everything's together. Everybody stays together.
No underscores.
There's no underscore, none of that. None of that goofy, funny crap. None of that little tingly looking Snapchat crap.
Right.
Anyway, it's Lee Double O. LeeDoubleo. No Snapchat. Facebook, you can sometimes catch me on there, but I don't answer. So.
Right. But you on Instagram, though.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. That's the only thing I'm on is on Instagram. You catch me on Instagram. Twitter, you can follow me on Twitter too at Lee Double O. Where you can support me, streams, play my junk.
And where you at? Where you at online? Are you in all the major platforms?
I'm in all major platforms.
Okay.
All major platforms.
Okay.
Shout out to damn, I don't even want to give out the website or what helps everybody. That's a gem you have to pay for, ladies and gentlemen. But you can catch me on every social media, everything.
But they can look you up on Apple Music and
you
all
can just Google my name and I'll pop up like Lee Double O music artist. No funny junk, a whole EBK and all that.
That's what's up. See, that's how you're supposed to do it. Party people, it's that time to call it a day. But I would have been remiss. It would have been a mistake if I didn't have my man Lee Double O on. And I'm happy you were my first one in a minute. I took a little hiatus. So shout out to my man Blackout with the podcast that we doing, what we talking about every Tuesday, 7 o'clock. Tune in.
Blackout, I see you, baby.
Yeah, man. That's
I be seeing you, baby.
Yeah, man. That he doing things.
No, really though.
Shout out Six Borough. So without further ado, he is Lee Double O. I am Gabriel. This is Voice of the Valley. Finally TV. Party people, let's go. Finally TV. Party people, here we are. It is your boy Gabriel back in the building again. Voice of the Valley. Coming to you from Beacon, New York. And remember, just don't dream, inspire. Don't just imagine, create. And just don't believe, achieve. That's the way it goes down right here on Finally TV.
You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Cans.
This is Naeem Chanel, and you are now watching Finally TV on YouTube.
Yo, what up? It's Mr. Pigs.
Check it out, it's your boy DJ Kirk Crazy, and you now watching Final TV on YouTube.
Pet peeves you might have as far as just people in general, life in general. What's a pet peeve for Betty Blanco?
Just stay wavy.
So you don't like when people ain't wavy?
Yeah, nah, it's whack.
Yeah.
Just stay wavy, do your thing.
Yeah.
It's your boy DJ Bill Skills representing for Finally TV.
Yo, what's up? This is Grills. You watching Finally TV. We taking them to the moon.
This your girl Riss, and you're watching Finally TV on YouTube.
Yo, what's up? It's your boy Lee Jones. Peace, everybody. You already know what it is. New York's #1 tastemaker, DJ King James NYC, and you are watching Finally TV right here on YouTube.
Finally TV. Subscribe. Party people, we out.